Hello dear students, welcome to Devika's Commerce and Management Academy. We are discussing about budget preparation. Different kinds of budgets are there. I already explained you. Now already we have done one problem in flexible budget. Today we will go for second problem in flexible budget. This is a little bit different from the previous problem. Just you need to focus few minutes, then you can understand it. Quite easy. When you get it in exam, any kind of budget, especially flexible budget, there is a chance to get. Okay, once if you get such kind of problem in the exam, don't leave it. You can score 100%. Now flexible budget, second problem. So what is given to us? With the following data for 60% activity, 60% activity data is given here. Prepare a budget for production 80% and 100% capacity. 60% activity information is given. They are asking us to prepare production budget for production 80% and 100%. They are not using the word of flexible budget, but it is understood. When 60% is given, they are asking us 80 and 100% means flexibilities. Flexible production budget we are going to prepare. Are you getting it? Now what is the information given? Production at 60% activity. When 60% activity is there, what is the production? 600 units. If the production is 80%, 60% is 600. If the production is 80%, how much will be the units? That we need to calculate. In the same way, if the production is 100%, then what will be the units? That is also we need to calculate, and we are going to prepare budget according to 80% and 60%. Sorry, 80 and 100%. 60% is given. What is given regarding 60%? One is production, 60% capacity, 600 units. Material, 100 rupees per unit. Labor, 40 rupees per unit. Direct expenses, 10 rupees per unit. Okay. And next, factory overheads, 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. 40% is fixed. 40% fixed means 60% is variable. Needless to say, understood it is. Okay. In the same way, administrative expenses 30,000 rupees. They did not give units, they have given direct rupees. 30,000 rupees. 60% is fixed, means 40% is variable. Okay. First what we will do is we will prepare a table. This is the table. Flexible production budget. Simple, easy to remember. First thing is the particulars. 60% capacity. How much is the units? 600 units. That is written. Per unit cost and total cost. 80% capacity. 100% capacity. Per unit total cost. Per unit total cost. If 60% capacity, 600 units are there. If it is for 80% capacity, how many units are there? You need to calculate. Simple calculation I will show you. In school life we have done, I think. Now the calculation will be like this. 60%, how many units are there? 600 units. For 80%, how much? The calculation will be 600 by 80 into, 600 by 60. 600 by 60 into 80. If you calculate and see, 600 means 10 it is, isn't it? 10. It means 800. 800 units for 80%. Are you getting the calculation? For 60%, 600 units. 80%, how many units are there? 600 by 60 into 80. So 800 units. 800 units will write here. So this is, you got it after this calculation, 800 units. 80% capacity, 800 units. In the same way, 600 units. 60% is 600 units. Next one is that 100%, how much? Here will change. For 100%, how much? Calculation same. Here 600 by 60 into, here will write 100. 10 only. So the calculation will be 1000. Am I clear? 60%, 600 it is given. 80% how much? We got it 800. In the same way, 100% how much? 600 by 60 into 100. 600 by 60 into 100. 60 10 times. Okay, 10 into 100, 1000. So this is 1000 units. Here we'll write 100% capacity. How many units? 1000 units. Like this you have to calculate. Very important step this is. If you can understand this, rest of the problem is simple. Now let's work out the problem. Now first, as per our cost sheet pro forma, what is given to us? Material, labor, direct expenses. So if we add all these things, we'll be getting prime cost. We'll write that first in particulars: material, labor and direct expenses. Material is 100 rupees per unit. Labor is 40 rupees per unit. Direct expenses 10 rupees per unit. Now total cost, how do we calculate as per the previous problem? Same thing, 100 into 600, it comes to 60,000. 600 into 40, 2,400. 24, no? 24 and 3 zeros. In the same way, 10 into 600 units, it is 6,000. Are you getting it? Per unit cost is already given, we have written as it is. This multiplied with the 600 units. In the same way for 80% capacity also. We'll write per unit as it is. We are not going to change anything. Per units 100, 40 and 10. Now for 800 units how much? 100 into 800, 4 zeros means 80,000. And 40 into 800, 32, no? 32, 3,000, 32,000. And 100 into 10, 8,000. In the same way, here also, per unit cost is same, 100, 40, 10. Whatever is given in the problem, same thing we are writing per unit. Now multiplication with this one with 600 and this is with 800. Now this is with 1000. 100 into 1000, 1 lakh. 40 into 1000, 40,000. 10 into 1000, 10,000. So this is, we call it as a prime cost. Prime cost, okay. Now if we total up 150 and this is here 6, 8, 9, 90,000. Again 150, 12, 1,20,000. 150 and 1,50,000. Prime cost is over. So prime cost we got it. Now what else is left? Material, labor, direct expenses together prime cost. Now factory overheads. If we add factory overheads, we get works cost. Okay. So now we'll take factory overheads. Factory overheads. Factory overheads are, it is given to us 40% fixed and 60% is variable, understood, okay. So fixed is 40%, okay. So 40,000 into 40%, 40,000 into 40% comes to 16,000, okay. 16,000 we'll write. Fixed means it is fixed. There is no change at all. We'll write everywhere, whether it is 80%, 100%, 120%, whatever it may be, it doesn't matter. We'll write the same amount, 16,000. It is fixed. Now how do we get variable per unit? 16,000 divided by 600, okay. 16,000 divided by 600. We are getting 26.67 per unit. Per unit, how you are getting? 16,000 divided by 600. So 26.67. In the same way here also, 16,000 divided by 800, 20 it is. In the same way 16,000 divided by 1000, 16. Okay, this is fixed. Now coming to the variable. Variable is here 60%. Rest of the amount 16 out of 40,000. Okay, if you want you can calculate and see 40,000 into 60%, right? 60% comes to 24,000. 24,000. Now per unit how much? How do you get 24,000 divided by 600? Divided by 600. You are getting 40. Please be careful at this point. Now once if you calculate variable cost per unit, this is permanent. This is permanent. Same amount we are writing. Whatever may be the capacity, same we are writing. Why we are writing same means once if you calculate this one with the units, you will be getting more amount, isn't it? For 600 units capacity, 40 into 24,000. For 800 units, how much it will be? It will be more only. So that is why we are taking variable cost same as it is, but if you multiply 40 into 800, it will be more. Okay, 40 into 800, it is 32,000. In the same way 40 into 1000, 40,000, right? Yeah. So this is factory expenses. If we total up, you will get works cost. So if you want you can use calculator also. 150 into 150 plus 14, 190. 190 plus 26.67. It is 216.67. In the same way here, this is 40,000. 40,000 if we add it, it is 1,30,000. 60 means 210. And here also 40,000 if we add 1,60,000. This is 190, 206. And this is 40 if we add 1,90,000. So this is works cost. Now what else we have? Administrative expenses. Now we will take here administrative expenses. This is also given to us fixed and variable. We will keep this as heading administrative expenses. Administrative is here 60% fixed. Fixed is 60%. And 40% is variable. %60 of 30,000. Okay, this is administrative expense of 30,000. 30,000 into 60%. It is 18,000. We'll write 18,000 everywhere because it is fixed. To know variable cost, 18,000 divided by 600. 30 rupees per unit. 18,000 divided by 800. 18,000 divided by 800. 22.5. 18,000 divided by 1,000. 18. Okay. This is fixed. Now coming to the variable. 60% is over. Now 30,000 into 60% is fixed. Now variable is 40% into 40%. It is 12,000. Okay. 12,000. 12,000. Okay, per head how do you get 12,000 divided by 600? It is 20. The same 20 we are going to write at every level, whatever may be the level, 20, 20. If we write the same amount, once if you multiply with this 800, automatically the amount is going to increase, variable cost. Variable expenses of this administrative expense are going to increase if we take same as it is. Anyway, at 600 capacity it is 12,000. At 800 capacity definitely it will be more. So how do you get that? 20 into 800, 16,000. In the same way 20 into 1,000, 20,000. Total up. So this is total cost. You can write it as total cost here. Now total cost is here. If we add up 266.67 and this total 30,000, no? 30,000 if you add 1,60,000 and this is 242.5 and 1,90,000. This is here 244 and 30,000 if we add 2,20,000. Okay, am I clear? So first to take a screenshot, I'll give you recap once again. So let me give you recap. Let's check out calculations. Everything is clear. I have done roughly. I didn't use the calculator. So here I think 252 here we are getting. If I don't check, you'll write it in the comment box. That's a problem. Anyway, let me give you a recap of this problem. Whenever they are asking flexible budget, please remember some percentage is given, like 60%, 600 units are given. You need to calculate for 80% and 100%. You know the pro forma. Whatever is given, that you are writing as per the worksheet. Okay, cost sheet. In the same passion we are writing. What is given to us? Material, labor, direct expenses. If we take these three, that's prime cost. If we add factory overheads, works cost. Yeah, here works cost. Okay. Prime cost, works cost. To works cost we have added administrative expenses, though we got total cost. Now when it comes to the calculation, please be careful. First thing is that 60% capacity 600, 80% capacity how much? We have done the calculation. For 60% 600. If it is 80% means 600 by 60 into 80. Into 80. You will be getting here 800. So this calculation is important. 800 you got it. 800 you are writing over there. In the same way, if you want to get for 100%, here you will be changing 100. 100. Just change it 100. So you will get 1,000. 1,000. So this calculation, this 800,000, how do you got, that is important, right? Then after that, per unit cost is already given. If you take material, labor, direct expense, per unit cost is, you know. For 600 units, 100 into 600, 60,000. 40 into 600, 24,000. Like this we have done the calculation for the entire labor, material and direct expenses. When it comes to factory expenses, please be careful. Factory expenses are given to us 40,000, 40% is fixed. Fixed to 40%. 40% of 40,000 it is 16,000. 16,000 we are writing everywhere because it is fixed. Once if we are writing this, per unit cost is easy. 60,000 divided by 600. 26.67. In the same way, 16,000 divided by 800, 20. 16,000 divided by 1,000, 16. When it comes to variable cost, please be careful here. Variable cost is leftover is 60%. 60% of 40,000 it comes to 24,000. Okay. We have written here 24,000. 24,000 divided by 600, 40. Once if you get 40, same 40 you are going to write to every level. Okay. Now calculation is easy. In the same way here also administrative expenses 60% is 18,000. 18,000 we have written everywhere. Variable cost is 40%. 40% means it is coming to 12,000. 12,000 divided by 600. 20. Okay. 20 only we are going to write everywhere. And calculation is 20 into 600, 12,000, 20 into 800, 16,000, 20 into 1,000, 20,000, like this. Simple calculations. If you understand these calculations and pro forma, just total up, that's it. In exam, if you get flexible budget, don't leave it. Most of the time, you can expect flexible budget only from this chapter. Very rarely they'll ask you sales budget, cash budget, CA or CS, those level they'll ask. General, you can expect this one most of the time. Please don't leave it. Hope you understood it. So check out your textbook and work out more problems so that you get the confidence. Or if you want, you can take the same problem only, you work out by yourself. It will be easy for you to understand. By the way, did you check the playlist? There are many subjects which already prepared. It may be useful for you, and don't forget to forward these videos. Practice well. Have a bright career. Good luck.